What's up, traders? Welcome to another C-Space trading video. As always, subscribers, welcome. If this is your first time viewing, I do technical analysis videos on a variety of different stocks. So if that interests you, please check out the other videos and subscribe. And also bring in Netflix too here, because the subscriber actually reached out and wanted me to take a look at it and just kind of break it down technically to see if we're seeing the same thing on a potential possibly swing trade. Long term, I'm not sure. It all depends on what type of trader you are. Everyone trades differently. So let's look at Netflix and just kind of see what's going on with it. Netflix has been a great stock for a long time. A great investment. If you are a long-term trader. If we look at the weekly, this thing's been on an incline really ever since about the beginning of 2013 here. You've seen it's kind of growing. However, it's kind of gotten away from itself. That would worry me for the long term. You don't never want to see this thing take off running. If you follow along, you notice I always like to refer stocks as marathon runners. When you start to sprint like you do here, like any marathon runner, if they take off sprinting, most time they have to take a break and breathe. Same thing here. It has taken off, and it seems to be taken a breath. And the bigger the run, the more the breath it's got to take. And that's kind of what I believe is happening here. This thing has gotten away from itself, and it kind of came down. You're looking at the weekly candlestick. It seems like it's consolidating here, and you may ask, why is it consolidating here? What's the big reasoning behind this? If you look at the Fibonacci retracement here, which I don't do these that often, however, it does take a part. Is you see it ran up to the 50%. And at between the 30%, 38%, 50%, and 61%, those are huge. That's usually what people will either get in short or buy back in on the dip. And that's kind of where it stopped. It stopped right here at this 62%, and it has failed to top that twice. So right now, that's a strong area of resistance. And then again, this is the weekly. So you have this strong run, this is a very bullish candlestick. You have an engulfing bullish candlestick on high volume. Then you have this indecisive chart or candle here at the top at this 61%, 62%, pushed down, and now it's consolidating. Just kind of going onto a wedge here. If we look at the daily, we could draw that wedge out a little better. Let's just draw it from here, and you see how it's kind of running up along here, and you've got this wedge here. So depending on how you want to play it, especially for a swing trade, you want to see which way it pops. If it pops out of here on high volume, and then it gets confirmation. So if it pops here and then the next day it stays here, maybe even pulls back, and this is the new area of support, it'd be a good opportunity to get in for a long. If it comes in, pops up on high or low volume, but then it comes back in here, it's just nice. It could be a false breakout. Also, be mindful of this thing breaking out of this wedge. A lot of traders are watching this. If this thing breaks, down below the wedge here, and then the very next day it does exactly the same thing, you'll probably see a lot of volume come in and a bunch of selling take place, to drive it back down into this, 330 mark or so. So technically, it's in no man's land for a swing trade or long term. If I'm playing long term, I'm definitely waiting, just because the weekly just kind of looks a little bearish. However, it could pop this, run back up to highs. Just as easy. So we'll keep an eye on this. So if you are interested in watching Netflix with us, go ahead and click that subscribe button. If you have any questions or comments, please leave those below. And if you got any value out of this and like the video, simply click that like. All right, guys, that is it. And you'll have a wonderful evening and a good weekend.